good afternoon. Thank you, Chancellor, and to your team, Hector and Matt and Jose and Mary Kay and Maureen and Grace. I also want to extend my deepest sympathy on the loss of your father. So I just have a couple of quick questions. With many students at the community colleges eligible for TAP and Pell and other financial programs, what would it cost to implement free tuition as President Biden has pledged at the community colleges?
So let me, I can get that number for you, we have some estimates. The one thing that I want to say about this question too is that folks need to define what free means. Is it first dollar, last dollar? There's a lot of nuances as to how free college and free community colleges can be done. And I think it's important that as we go into this debate, right, even those of us who are supportive of things like this, that we get into the nuances, because, you know, that can mean what we want is the most affordable quality community college and four-year college experience, right? But we can give you, I mean, we've done some projections and we can be happy to share them with you.
Thank you. Back during election season, 118,000 people were sent in my district to early vote at Wagner Middle School. And I know that CUNY has some of its campuses available for early voting, but what would it take or require for additional campuses of CUNY to be available? I know the Board of Elections is examining right now different areas. Marymount Manhattan College in my district has offered again to be an early voting site. So what would it require of CUNY for more of your campuses to be sites?
So we thank you for that. We want to be the best partner to the Board of Elections, and we, you know, part of our public education is passing the knowledge of civic engagement to our students, right? So what better way than to pass that, than to be supportive of such an important thing. The challenge that we have faced in the past is that requires sort of substantial space, right? And it's particularly challenging when you are running classes, and when we go back to more face-to-face classes, that scheduling becomes, you know, sort of complicated, right? In terms of the space that is needed. It was a little bit easier this year, right? Because by being mostly virtual, we have more flexibility in our campuses, but that's some of the tensions that we've seen in the past, but we're happy to be very flexible to help the Board of Elections.